actually have a picture of Noel Sparks, and there she is, another female victim.
Yeah, so our first look at Noel Sparks, again among the dead last night, killed in the borderline shooting in Thousand Oaks. Social media has been such a big part of this today, as friends and family have reached out as the hours pass by, asking, pleading for help in finding their loved ones. And tragically, too many stories are ending like this today.
And according to this person on Twitter, Samantha Cordes, it says Noel Sparks was a youth camp leader and Moore Park College student. She was among the victims of last night's shooting. So Noel Sparks, this is the United Methodist Church Westlake Village, confirms that she was that youth camp leader, Moore Park student.
Yeah, this was college night last night.
College,
so
yeah.
Now we have a confirmed student from Cal Lutheran who's been killed, a confirmed student from Moore Park College, and a student from Pepperdine University as well, a freshman, an 18-year-old, a 22-year-old, another 22-year-old, and now Noel Sparks as well.
So that brings our total to
I believe
7 victims that we have identified now, right?
Yes, 7 of the 12 who were killed by the gunman. Again, if you are just joining us, this is breaking news, live continuing coverage right here on CBS 2 News. I'm Sandra Mitchell along with Chris Holmstrom. Your regular programming on CBS is now on KCAL 9, our sister station this afternoon, as we can continue to bring you updates on the mass shooting in Thousand Oaks. You are looking at the pictures of the victims who have now been identified as among those killed inside. This is a picture of Kristina Morisette, also among the dead.
Yeah, and we've been covering this story since 11:20 last night, nonstop. The information just keeps coming and coming. This is a developing story. There's so many questions that people have right now. We want to focus on who these people are, who these victims are, what is their story, because there's so much tragedy out there and so many questions from people. You know, as far as the motive goes, why did this shooting happen? We don't know.
At the same time as we grieve those lives, there is this very active investigation going on. I think we got some reassurance from the FBI that there was no indication that anybody else was involved. They believe this was a lone gunman. They say there are no other threats to Los Angeles. They can tell us that, so that was reassuring. But what they don't know is why he did it. Why did this person take a gun, walk into a nightclub where people were just out enjoying a beautiful evening in Southern California, and open fire, presumably on people he didn't even know? And
it may be something we may never know. We do know he's a Marine veteran. He was deployed in the military. The military is not confirming whether or not he had PTSD, but we are learning from the Ventura County Sheriff's Department that, you know, he's been in trouble with the law before. Back in April, they were called to his home because of a crisis intervention. Randy Page is at his home right now, where the FBI is processing his car, his home, likely his cell phone, his computer. And Randy spoke with several neighbors who say there always have been signs about what happened, whether it was outburst or what. There were signs.
Chris, I think he said that as recently as April, the Sheriff's Department had been there investigating the mental stability of the gunman. You're looking at a picture of Kristina Morisette, one of the victims who has now been identified as among the dead. And we just got word that Kristina actually worked the front door at the club. So that big smile, perhaps a friendly face that a lot of people are going to recognize. This was a popular place for families. It was a popular place for college students, and Kristina worked the door there, so I'm sure that there were many people who went there that will recognize her.
And we know the gunman went in through the front door, shot the bartender or the bouncer, and then someone else. So she may have been one of the first people that was shot and killed when this all went down.
And it's something that nobody anticipates will happen, but as we get more and more mass shootings in the United States, I think more of us check ourselves, right? We look around for exits when we go in the movie theater, when we go to concerts. We're aware of this now, but certainly there was no indication that anything was going to happen. We don't know of any threats against the bar or any of the people inside. And we don't know of the gunman's possible link to the borderline.
And according to Twitter, Kristina Morisette was of Simi Valley, so in the same area. Another person writes, "The worst things happen to the best people. She was such a sweet girl, cared for everyone. I pray for all the people who have passed away and their families."